everyone, and welcome to Gierok Farms. It is a very cold day today here in Wisconsin, but I'm excited for it because we're gonna get the sawmill out. We are gonna be sawing some big beams today. If you've been watching the videos, you know that we just took down a big old red oak and we wanted to put it to work by making some beams for a round bale trailer. So Dad, he just fired up the MTA. Started really well today, but we gotta get this mill out and get it set up. Probably gonna have to jump start it here, but you can watch it, see if it starts for him. You try to crank? It almost did.
Well, you know how it is. You want to give it a little.
No.
Now we're booting.
All right. All right, while we're letting it charge, we can get the jacks out and start setting this thing up. I doubt it's got a block heater, but it might have a frost plug on it.
You would think the sawmill would have a heater in it.
This is made down south though, so.
It's cold and it stood for a while. But last time we did it, I had it running all day the day before, and then it started a little rough. The battery's way too small. That's one thing. We got plenty of juice now with the jumping cables.
It'll go.
Yeah, it's just going to take time to limber up.
There we go, there's your cold start. That log sure as heck fills the mill up. I know Dad, he's had some pretty long stuff on here, but myself personally, this has been the longest piece I've seen on here. What's the longest you can put on? 22 feet or? 24. 24?
24, 2 inches is maximum.
And what do we measure this? 20 something?
I think we're 22, but this end isn't so. We got a little bit of a crook in it, so we'll probably end up having some waste of it. Better off to leave it. We don't know if we're going to find it inside.
Yeah, the center could be real rough, but we'll find out. This tree was dried out and pretty dead. That's why we cut it down, but we're kind of worried right in here what's going to be in there. The butt of it was really nice.
we're gonna make 2 beams, and then I'm thinking 2 4x4s for them outer edges out of this. And we're probably gonna get some flitches out of this. We're gonna take our time a little bit because it's got a little bit of a bow in it, so we can get enough out of it. That's the thing with these long ones. It's hard to get a good perception of where you're gonna go at. And what we do is we go by the top of those log stops. It appears now like it's very centered. So we might take a couple slices off of something and then roll them completely over, do the same, and then take another look at it. Because the width of our beams, I mean, right now we're over 2 feet here, but then with it being crooked, we're probably going to be down to 16 on a Kent. And then our beams, I would like to make them as, well, heck, even if we had 12 inches, but then we got to leave enough room, which I think we're going to easy get it.
Yeah.
So if we had like 6 by 12s or something like that, I mean, we might as well get as much as we can. It doesn't hurt. So the theory is that the beams are very heavy. They'll keep our load from tipping, you know, on the side hill more. And then our 4x4 stuff, we'll have to kind of figure that out a little bit so we don't end up
Wasting.
Well, the issue is we don't have we'd have to go cut another one if we wanted, you know, to make those. So we got to go at least 16. We're going to try to get the full length here because I don't know if we're going to go 20. I got to see what that running gear's got for a reach. Right now there was a 14-foot chopper box on that with its unloading unit, which would be a 16-footer. So that I know fit on there right. But as soon as you start hanging off the back too far, I think we're going to run into problems on these hillsides anyhow. The way we're going to build this right now, the plan right now is so we can put 6 on the bottom, and then we could put another 4 on top, which would make 10. If we're on the hills, maybe we'd only put 2 more on top in the middle, you know, which is still way over the top of what our dump trailer and everything else.
Yeah, it should double our efficiency at least when we're hauling.
So far as this farm's concerned, it ain't that far to haul. Like if we had to haul down the road from another farm, you'd probably want to make it so you could haul, you know, 14 or whatever. Because then the next step up would be get a max out at 14. So if you could throw another, you could throw 8 on the bottom. So anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, today we're just focused on getting some beams sawed up here. That's the main point. And there'll be another day where we're messing around, bolting it all on the running gear and getting that all set up, which I'm very excited for. Mid-video here, I want to remind you guys, check out GierokFarms.com. We got some awesome sweatshirts on there, so get your winter apparel while you can. We also got some t-shirts on there as well. We're gonna give the saw a little more time to warm up, but shortly here, we'll be getting to sawing.
We may have to go above that again. We can get more out of that. We can get a flitch out of there yet. We're gonna take our time here because that log is froze. I can tell by the way it's coming out. Then we put plenty of lubrication on and just let it do its thing. Here's our 2 beams, talking 10 3/4, and then we got about 4 inches up here, which I think we'll maybe get some 2x4s out of some of that. You gotta kind of take your time, because once you start cutting, once the blade's in there, you're kind of dedicated. You gotta. But I think you can always trim some fat off here, but I think we're gonna leave them.
Yep, stronger the better. Start off with a bigger beam. Our 2 main beams cut. Now we're working on our side skirts, and they're going to be roughly 4x4s. We should be able to get 3 of them out of there. We only really need 2, but it's nice to, you know, have some extra bigger pieces if need be. Maybe we do something in the back or the front there. But we'll see. So right now he's taking the excess off the top, so it's going to make a really beefy 2x4-ish, really long piece here. And then we'll cut the rest even to make those bigger side skirt pieces. Now it's time to do all the fletches. This is by far my least favorite part, doing all this cleanup work and salvaging these smaller pieces.
Big one, it's hard to see, but it's come down.
All right, we got the mill all cleaned up and we got our main beams sawed for that round bale trailer. We ended up with two big beams that are, what'd you measure, 22 yet? 7 by, I think, 11 it was. Almost.
About 10.5.
Yeah.
So they're pretty husky. Got to keep that thing down pretty good. And then these are, they were something like 5 and 6 inches by just under 5. We got 6 of those, 2 of the main beams. We got this one stud here that just happened to come off of that.
And we got some, these are 4x4s, I think.
Yeah, roughly 4x4s. We got
2 long ones of that.
or just the 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because that was off the top of these beams.
Yep. So we got 2 of those 4x4s and
those will be for the side skirts.
yep.
So we should have all the main pieces for that trailer cut now. And then we were talking about 2x4s off of all the waste material or the fletches. That was what we get.
I figure we're someplace almost 60, but there's 2 smaller logs from the branches left yet. So you're talking like 70 2x4s. Now that's 3.5 by 1.5 inches, plus all this stuff all out of that one tree.
Yeah.
And then we got firewood yet.
Oh, yeah, along with another good old manure spreader worth of firewood up there.
Easy. So. Yeah, right. And we got all the firewood up there.
So it's good to know that main log, there wasn't any bad rot in there or anything. That was a pretty solid piece.
Part of it had a frost crack part way up, so we took some of that out for 2x4s, but very little waste from that.
Yeah. Anyways, the mill is gonna sit here overnight. Dad's got some stuff he wants to play with tomorrow, so we're gonna end off this video here. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for the support. Let us know what you thought down in the comments. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and check us out at gierokfarms.com. But that's gonna be it, and we will see you all next time.